Hey now, everybody. Welcome to another recap show. I know it says wrap-up show. It's still a wrap-up show, but it's more of a recap. A lot has happened in the 3 or 4 days since our last one, so we have to do another one. And of course, with me is the one and only Leaf, who is incredibly prepared as usual. Hi, Leaf.
Hi, man. Thank you. How you doing?
Great. I'm great. I can't wait to get this started. Thank you guys on the chat already. Wow. Thank you, Just Some Guy, being a new member. Awesome.
Yeah, that guy's amazing.
He is really nice.
Yeah.
I like him. Thank you, J Prime, very much.
Thank you, guys.
So, what a couple of days, Wingstar. Hi, Wingstar.
So, last week, immediately after we ended, we told everyone to go to Adriana and Todd's channel and keep watching because we thought Jadis may show up.
Right.
And sure enough, he did. And this is what happened.
Oh my God. The producer.
We are the producer.
Yeah, man.
The producer is here.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, everyone. Yeah.
Okay.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Love you guys. Bye.
So what was your initial reaction?
Well, I mean, I had a gut feeling that him coming straight in his little disguise and immediately telling them to turn the stream off was a sign of things to come, that he might be a tad controlling.
I honestly, my first reaction, I thought it could be much worse than what it turned out to be. Like, I thought he could have been there to, like, truly attack someone, specifically Elisa.
Right.
Because why wear that mask and just show up like that? It was very strange, very creepy.
It was, and I know that Elisa was nervous before he came to town, and rightfully so. Like, having some random stranger you met 2 weeks ago, like, fly to where you are immediately. It's a little, I don't know. It's a little weird. So her being nervous was justified.
Yeah, I think when she saw him with that mask on, that made her even more nervous.
I bet.
I mean, even Spartan doesn't wear a mask like that. That was a lucha libre. Just why was he hiding his face?
But yeah, I still don't understand that. Like, for anybody that doesn't know, Jadis was telling us all his first and last name, stage name, I'm sure, for a week before we saw him. And if you searched that name, it came up as a girl with a mask on. So I think some people were prepared to maybe see a girl, but then a couple of people had heard his voice. And so there was all this confusion about what Jadis would look like.
Yeah, so the next day he showed up, still had the mask on, but it was more like a COVID mask. And it didn't go great, but it didn't go that bad. Let's check that out.
I agree. Kleenex, click the link.
Jadis is here. Okay.
See him hugging Duran after talking all that shit about him.
Fake as fuck.
Okay. Hey, Gov.
Orange
Hi,
Gov
Jadis.
sent $5.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
What's up, buddy? Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Trip.
Come outside. Where you at?
I want you out of my sight. I want you out of my sight. Side. But I'm fine. Fuck you, I'm fine.
Hey now, Luke. Hey now.
And I'm fine. Fuck you, I'm fine. And I'm not even sure on the side. Sleeping next to you all the time. And I'm not even tapping that
Oh my God.
Hey, Punny Bone.
Okay, so he did know the song like he claimed. So that was the one thing he told the truth about, was that he was a fan of that song.
Absolutely. I want to mention this. The mask was bought March 20. Well, when I was talking to Jadis for a while behind the scenes before he went over there, and I wasn't even asking him information. He was offering me a ton of information. And one of the things that he said was that he was wearing a mask since 2011, before it was cool, and vaguely trying to resemble a female because females get more attention. And so I thought that was strange.
Yes, I thought that was weird too. And I don't, he's not open about anything. Like, that's the most fascinating thing about him, and he refuses to talk about it.
Yeah, it's very strange, I think. Can we get Kleenex the link?
Yeah, Kleenex, I sent it to your Discord DM. So
sorry, I got a little distracted there. But yeah, when he said that to me, I was like, is that a brag? Are you bragging that you've been wearing a mask since 2011? Because that's not something I would brag about.
Well, it seemed like he was bragging that he transitioned before Caitlyn Jenner did, before anyone famous did. Like, he was the first famous person to do it.
And I don't,
nobody's ever heard of him.
I don't think that it was a transition thing. I think it was like LARPing as a female. Like, I don't think that he ever went from female to male. I think that he was literally trying to portray himself as a woman in order to get more attention. And the confusing part about that is there's one picture where it looks like he has boobs. So I don't know how he did that. I'm sure he does have he's a little overweight. He might actually have some boobs. But it was I don't know. So it's like you said, it's the most fascinating thing about him, and he won't talk about it. All he does is talk about how he worked for fucking Kanye West and how he made a song with Drake. Thank you so much, Michael G. I really appreciate your support. Jadis doesn't have a lot of fans in our chat right now.
I don't think he has one fan at this point.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to get to why. I think.
Maybe Elisa. Okay, Cleanest, I just sent it to your Twitter.
I think that, and I saw you typing it the other day. This is the fans hating somebody and despising them is Elisa's bread and butter. She loves when people are completely.
She likes it more than when people like someone. That's for sure.
Right. And even people.
I mean,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say people like Yelly, Yelly's super old school. Elisa listens to her more than almost anybody else. And Yelly is even saying Jada sucks. All this stuff sucks about him. Elisa's eating it up. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
Well, you know, villains are the biggest draws. Like, they're going to bring in the most cash. Like, even in Marvel movies, if the villain is what draws people want to watch the movie. So I think that's how Elisa sees it. And you know, when the donos keep rolling in and they're talking about nothing about Jadis, they're saying everything about Jadis. That just motivates her to keep him around.
It's a business, you know. It's a business. She's making money this way.
Yeah, she just has to be careful that she doesn't ever have someone who is too bad. Not just that might put her in danger, but also, like, there was a term when I used to watch professional wrestling called X-Pot Heat. And what they meant by that was the guy was such a bad guy that people actually changed the channel instead of boo him. You know, they didn't want to see him, period. And I'm worried Jadis might become that type.
I mean, he might for me, and the reason's a little different than what you would expect, but I don't want to see Elisa get punched in the face. And I feel like if I'm watching, I might see Elisa get punched in his face. This guy's unhinged. He is hardly able to control his anger even 2 days into streaming. He's very jealous. I know you're going to show some clips about this, but he's extremely jealous and very amateur. Emotionally, I would say emotionally, he's very, very immature. And he is expressing all kinds of red flags over and over again. And I feel like he could have the potential to be violent against people that he thinks he could beat up.
Yeah, and I think I think though after the last stream that she probably won't be alone with him again like she was the other night. We're gonna talk about that a little later, but I think she's gonna try and have people surrounded with her whenever she's with him.
That's very smart. Hi, Kleenex.
Hello.
Great audio today. How are you doing?
Well, I don't know what to think of this Jadis guy. I think he's a little bit of an
Kleenex, you're having a lot of audio problems. Kleenex, I had to remove you from the stream because all I can hear is me talking back. I can't hear you. Just refresh and then maybe check your microphone settings. This is the bit we do every week, guys, where Kleenex comes up with horrible audio. He leaves and then he comes back and he has good audio. Let's try this.
No, I'm here.
Nope, still really bad, Kleenex. And I'm not lying. I know you think I'm lying, but I'm not lying. Okay, Weezy, what do you say about Leaf King bringing Jadis into Elisa's life? I don't think Leaf King brought Jadis into Elisa's life.
No, Jadis started watching because of Duran, or that's when he got noticed. And he came into the Discord. He started talking to Elisa, then he invited himself.
Yeah. Is that better? Kleenex, talk real quick.
I hear you guys perfect, but I don't know.
Oh no, we can't hear you. You have a big microphone problem. I don't know if you're wearing headphones or what, but
I'm wearing a headset.
Okay, I'm gonna take you off again. Maybe change headsets, or if it's wireless.
I think he needs to leave and come back. He hasn't.
Yeah, if you leave and come back in, we might be able to do it. But trust me when I say you sound like shit. Like we can barely even hear you. Community tab says yes, he did. Weezy. I don't believe that. I think that Jadis came naturally. I agree with Yelly when she says that he started watching a long time ago and he's not new. One of the things that he said is that he doesn't have anything to do with IP2, but IP2 is the only community I've ever seen that says scuffed, and he said scuffed, and I'm like, you're kind of telling on yourself. Thank you so much, J Prime. You're so supportive. I appreciate you.
Okay, I'd like to address this. This was actually the next point I was going to make to Luke Dog.
Okay.
So the first stream Elisa had with Jadis, like not much happened. There wasn't anything exciting to it. But I thought the funniest part was this clip.
I'm not being interviewed. I'm freaking running shit. I've been running shit for a long time. Like, you guys don't even know what's going on. Like, you guys have been so fucked with. Like, you guys.
You're running shit, but aren't you going to...
Like,
wait, hold on. If you're running shit... Wait, hold on. If you're running shit, aren't
you don't know what the hell is going on. You don't know what the script is. You don't know what the...
You don't. Stop being like Donald. Let someone talk.
Script? That sounds like IP2.
I don't know what the script is.
You're IP2. I don't give a fuck what you say. You're IP2. You have IP2 written all over you. You just said script.
He definitely knows.
He's not. You're not Howard Stern.
What is it? I'm
You're
not.
Pixelbat.
No, I'm
Please. It's fine if you're Pixelbat. It's fine. I love Pixelbat.
That's gay.
I love Pixelbat. I love. You're fucking IP2. I don't care what you say. Oh, you just said script.
I worked for.
No.
Hey, Bone Loads.
Yeah, so you saw how at the very beginning that he said he's been running shit for a long time.
Yeah.
So, that made me think further that he could be Pixel, since Pixel wasn't a min in the Discord server for a while.
Yeah.
And just to show what originally made me think he was Pixelbat was Elisa's Wikipedia page was edited. And you can see here, it was edited last year, July 11th. Okay. And then it was edited again on May 12th. And it was by this guy claiming to be her new producer. And so Jadis wrote to me after I changed that back saying, put the picture back. Elisa wants the picture back. So I went and reread that. I was like, oh, so Jadis must have wrote this. But now I don't think Jadis wrote that. I think Pixel wrote it pretending to be Jadis or pretending to be a new producer just so he could get the picture. Just so he could get the picture back up. So no, Luke, I don't think Jadis is Pixelbat anymore. But I think the suspicion was okay because he did edit the Wikipedia last year and on May 12th.
Which proves that he's been watching for a lot longer.
Yeah, and
let's see if Kleenex is. Oh, go ahead. His audio is so fucking horrible. I can't even.
yeah.
It's like his bit is having the worst audio imaginable.
Well, you know, when you're mobile like that, it's just hard to get good internet. He just has to go to the same spot he was last week, I guess.
You told me early on that you did think that it was Pixelbat, and you had that evidence right there, but I just couldn't see it being him. And I know that it's really coincidental, but it reminded me of the time that Erica came in after Maddie left, and we all thought Erica was Maddie because Maddie had been doing the same things, and then it was proven that. So it reminded me that like sometimes like weird things like that happen.
Yeah,
and yeah, I just didn't see it, but that proves that he's been watching longer because he's the one that originally edited that last year.
No, I think Pixel was the one who edited it last year, and Pixel edited it again. But Jadis had taken an interest to the Wikipedia and was keeping his eye on it.
Oh, look at that sky, Kleenex.
Yeah, it's not raining. Amazing.
We can hear you now.
Yeah, because I've learned on iPhone, don't use any kind of headphones. Just talk, you know.
Well, on StreamYard does not like those headphones, especially Bluetooth.
It doesn't like those noise compression headphones. It probably likes wires.
Yeah.
Basically, I think I called it out real early. The guy's going to be a real problem. I said I see, you know, I was like, danger, Will Rogers, danger. I think he actually is somebody that would be violent, where we used to think Sparky would. I think Sparky has a tendency to be more bark, not bite. I think this guy has a bark and a bite. Period.
Yeah. I think he's a thin-skinned, spoiled brat. I think he was probably, he probably has daddy money. He pretends that he has all of this money on his own.
Well, there was comments that he's got that rich kid syndrome, which is dangerous.
That's what I'm saying. He exhibits that. Like he acts very spoiled when I'm sure we're going to get to this, but there was a point where he did something that scared Elisa, and Elisa was going to meet her mom, and she invited everybody except for him.
I saw the car ride.
Well, let me finish. Let me finish, Kleenex, so I can tell the audience. Elisa was going to let everybody else meet the mom, but not him. And he got so insanely jealous, like so quickly, that he physically lashed out on poor fucking Todd. Go ahead, Kleenex.
Well, I thought her, you know, the reason I think he doesn't get it, and he's not really somebody that can be, you know, she said, I've only known you 2 days. And he was like, hey, you need to get rid of the dead weight. He met Donald and, you know, Duran and Todd, and you've only been here a month. I'm from here. You guys don't know shit. I mean, and what I noticed is everybody he talked to on the stream, he has to tell everybody what he's done, where he's lived, that he's an important guy. And, you know, my father told me when I was really little, those who talk about it the most do it the least, and those who talk about the least do it the most. And that means with anything. So when somebody's spouting so much skill and so much accomplishments, I kind of think it's all bullshit.
This is an important thing to point out too. It kind of talks to what Kleenex was just talking about. Anybody that brags about how amazing they are about everything usually isn't. And I haven't heard Todd brag one time about his musicianship, and he's shredded. I mean, especially if you pay attention to Todd's right hand while he was playing the guitar and the bass, that shit takes years to perfect. And he was balling on it. And this guy has 134 albums and brags about how he's an amazing musician where nobody's ever heard of him. He has not done music with Drake. He pretended he had done music with Drake. And it's like, dude, if you're going to brag about yourself that much, that just means you're trying to big up yourself for no reason. Let your work do the talking for you. Do not brag about fake shit.
Yeah.
But it's also very possible that Jadis is just extremely delusional, and he truly does believes these things about himself.
Maybe he's gay job.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like him. And yesterday I expressed everything that I thought about him, and he came at me. Out of everybody that was expressing, he came at me in the Discord, and he's like, "You're such a fake fucker." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I was nice to you. I was kind of reserved with you, but I was nice." And when you showed your true colors, then I get to react. And your true colors are you're a dangerous psychopath liar who is just trying to get close to Elisa because you are interested in her. You saw Duran be able to get close to Elisa. The first time we ever heard about you is when you were shit talking Duran out of pure jealousy in the chat. You make your way there and you continuously touch her. She tells you not to touch her, and you continuously touch her, and then you try to hit Todd. So yeah, I don't like you at all. I think you're a piece of shit. And if I was there and you hit Todd, I would have slapped you across your stupid face. And I'm not tough at all.
Yeah, but I think we all know she's going to bring him back because he's going to bring donuts.
Yeah, that's what we said earlier.
Drama, you know. In fact, didn't she already put out a statement why she's bringing him back?
Yeah, I have a clip of that for later.
Yeah.
So let's talk about day 2 when Jadis was there. You know, I really thought, and I hate saying stuff like this, but I thought it was Elisa's worst stream of all time. Because they go there, and first of all, Jadis brings this crackhead that scares Elisa half to death.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
And so this is his only contribution to that day. He had nothing planned except maybe they went to this pier on his idea, and no one was at the pier, so they just came right back. And then it was just a very boring stream, and there's a fan out there that really hates Jadis, and the way he's taking it out on Elisa is by donating these air horns. So I want to show you a little clip of that.
Yeah, it's a nightmare.
And everybody else, this is a troll. To you, this is like.
It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. I can't.
I mean, he would donate $10, so that's 5 minutes.
5 minutes
every time.
And he got very creative.
Yeah,
he started her song so that she starts singing along, and then as she's singing along, it changes to the air horns, and you can see the disappointment flood all over her face.
She was playing it up a little bit because she knew after a certain point.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, me too, Alexis. It's bad. It's not good. Kermit and Friends, why do you let Leaf run it and overtake you? I like listening to Leaf is just as equal to me when it comes to the show. I mean, he is the reason that we're doing this show. He knows so much about the situation. You're one of a few people that don't like Leaf. Most people really, really like Leaf.
And you know, they're welcome to come up here and talk if they want.
Absolutely,
they want to join the Discord and go on VC. Sometimes
if you're in the Discord and you want to come up, just message Leaf and he'll give you a link to come up. But
like
I love
Alex, this Alex person. I know exactly who this is in the Discord, and he pretends to be a she, kisses Elisa's ass, it's size 6. Yet he's always bashing her on YouTube. It's just like you go back and forth and you kiss her ass on different accounts and then go on other accounts and act like this. So you're the weirdo.
I want to address this too. Leaf has done so much for Elisa, especially during the old show where he was literally the producer behind the scenes that he didn't ask for any credit. Very supportive, always supportive. Leaf is the furthest thing from a stalker you could ever be. He's never even met Elisa. A stalker would have put themselves in. Yeah, like
I'm the worst stalker in the world. That's what I am because I never reached out to touch her privately. I've never seen her in person. I never traveled to her, anything like that. I don't harass her privately with messages or phone calls or anything like that.
If you're in the Discord,
told me to leave her alone, I would leave her alone.
Community tab, you're more than welcome to come up. If you want a link, just message me or Leaf on Discord. Elisa and
what's funny about that is that when Elisa and I had that fight, you know, she said that, and then like 10 minutes later, she's like, "I'm the least scared of you. You know, you're the biggest pussy alive." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, they got in a fight. Lisa can be very mean when she fights. There's no holds barred. She's even called me a pussy before when we fought. I didn't take it personally. I don't think that Leaf takes it personally. It's part of the game. Like at least
we get over stuff. I mean, if we held a grudge, I wouldn't be in the chat trolling if I held a grudge. Like I would be away. Period.
Yeah.
So if you hold a grudge against Elisa, yet you're still watching her all the time and you're making all these comments, you're still just helping her. Like you're that dumb, and you're helping us by being here and contributing to the conversation. So thank you.
There's a love connection, but I'm going to tell that Adriana that you're cheating on her, J Prime. Okay, let's get back on track.
Yeah. So
What
but that
kind of
day
video do you
too,
have? I want to see more stuff.
yeah. Well, this isn't about the video, but it's about day 2 and how
Yeah.
when Jadis arrived, Todd wasn't there, Adriana wasn't there, and that's because Elisa thought after they got set up with their power chap and their live streaming that they quit on her. So Elisa got very upset about that. And as we know, Todd came back, but Adriana has quit. And she says she doesn't want to be involved in any drama or anything like that because I guess someone told her about Elisa's ranting during that day 2 stream. So I don't think we'll be seeing her anymore.
That's unfortunate. I could kind of tell. I was actually surprised that she stuck around so long because of all of the volatility and the negative donations and stuff. She was a trooper, but I like her and I like her brother a lot. I think they were great. Shout out to Viking. I think that she was really fun and chill.
I have a funny feeling she's going to come back at a later date. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, they almost.
I think she really likes EJ. I think she'll start understanding the format a little bit better and get tougher skin. I have a feeling she's going to come back.
Yeah, and Elisa needs more women in her world. Period. Because she's just really surrounded by these men.
That's why I loved it, because it brought that, and she's adorable. Like I think she's adorable. Community tab. She left because there was a clip of Elisa basically saying that she didn't need them, and that Elisa was upset that Todd was streaming at the same time for a day, and that got worked out. But in the meantime, she said, "Well, we don't need them," and I think that she took that the wrong way.
I got a question. Is there any opinions on the contract she once said Todd to sign? I thought it was great.
I haven't even heard about that.
Yeah, so Elisa had a Yelly draw up a contract. It's a lifelong contract, like just agreeing that Todd will always stream with Elisa. He'll always live 10 miles within her radius. It was really goofy but funny.
That is pretty funny.
Yeah. All right, so I have a little clip here of what you were talking about earlier, where you can see Jadis always grabbing Elisa.
Successful stream, in my opinion. Wait, are we missing someone? Donald?
This is so awkward. Look how he's holding her, like he's blind.
And it's like for no reason, he's just grabbing her arm.
Oh my god, it creeps me out.
Yeah.
I put up a short of her basically telling Todd, "It's so weird. He grabs me all the time. He's always touching my arms and my legs." And I'm like, holding your arm like you just saw. That's weird. It's uncomfortable to watch. But legs, like touching her legs, that's creepy. Very creepy, I think.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's like if he has an impulsive problem that he just can't help it or what. But I don't know if he's touching Donald or Todd like that. They would have to tell us.
He's not. I guarantee you that. Like he's. My opinion on Jadis is that the only reason he's there is to get close to Elisa and do creepy shit like that. Touch her, push everybody else away so that he can be the one that's controlling her. And he did something really fucked up. He told Todd and Adriana to take the day off the other day. And when he was asked about it, he told Elisa that Todd wanted to take the day off. But in actuality, he had told Todd to take the day off. So he's playing them against her to make Todd look bad. And it could possibly be the reason Adriana's not on the show anymore, because Todd told them not to come on the show when Elisa didn't even know that's what was happening.
And the less people Elisa has around her, the better it is for Jadis, because it makes it all about him.
And if you notice about that clip that you just played, what's his name? I just can't think of his name right now. The girl in the dreadlocks. Duran. There's so many characters. It's hard to keep. I wanted to call him Donnell. Duran was in the back when he was holding her arm. So it was some kind of like weird little power move, because he can tell that there is a little bit of a crush, I think, I know that Duran has a huge crush on Elisa. I think Elisa has a crush on Duran. And I think that was some kind of weird power move for Jadis to do that right in front of him.
Maybe. I think he's just a creepy guy, man. That's all there is to it. And he's always touching, and he'll do it. I'm curious if he does it to Todd, because I really do think he's that way with everyone. Because Elisa did say one time. No, Elisa did say one time that he was touching Todd.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, Alexis, this was the weirdest part. Do you have a clip of that? Of him?
Yes, we're going to be playing that in a second. Yeah. I just want to, on day 2, I just want to, that stream ended with Jadis and Elisa in the car alone having a 2-hour conversation. And in my opinion, it was the most boring conversation Elisa's ever had on her show on Carmen and Friends ever. They were making all these plans, and not one plan was set, honestly. The entire conversation, not one thing was set. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was so weird. Yeah. So weird.
All right, so we're going to get to day 3 now.
Did he book the midgets, or did somebody else book the midgets? They never did.
I don't remember who booked the midget show.
No, the midget thing was all Elisa. Like everything we've seen so far has been all Elisa. Like she's booked all these places. Community staff says I'm the one that brought Jadis. I mean, she brought Jadis along. The only thing Jadis has brought was that crackhead I just showed a few minutes ago.
And then the artist there with the vases, he wanted to take credit for that. Well, she did the same thing when she was with Quig. She walked in and talked to a lot of artists. So, I mean, he wanted to take credit for her questioning the artist. I mean, give me a break.
Yeah.
This is an important thing to say because he's totally right. A producer is supposed to be unseen, unheard. You're never supposed to hear the producer do anything at all. Maybe count down, but that's it. This guy wants to be the star. He's constantly touching her camera to move it towards him. He's constantly completely crossing any kind of boundaries that a producer would cross, including touching your talent. And I don't think he is a producer. The only thing he's produced is a bunch of hatred against him for being a creepoid.
Right. All right. Well, I'm gonna play this clip. This is a montage of basically all of day 3 and what exactly happened.
They call him gold. They call him gold.
Good point.
This is Elisa finding his flask and learning that he's been drinking all day. This is 3 hours into the stream.
Oh my god. No, you're swerving. You're swerving. Pull over. Pull over. You are swerving. You are swerving. You're gonna hit that. Please stop. Please pull over. You gotta pull over now. I'm gonna drive.
Thank you, Cosmo.
No, but are you fooling around? Because it's not good to fool around in a car.
That's the shit we're trying to do. Like, go through the restaurants, let them see what we're doing in the lifestyle, IRL reality. This is, you don't even know what this is. This is beyond IP.
All right, I'll go. What's going on? Where are we going? Where are we going? What about the rest of the guys?
Look at this. Look at this. This is the artist.
But where's the people? Todd's talking to tons of people right now.
The artist work. Okay, come on.
No, I don't want to go back here. There's nobody back here. There's nobody back. No, we want to be near people.
And then we could go back around and we're in front of everybody.
No, I'd rather be near people.
No, he's drunk.
Come this way.
I don't want to go. There's nobody down there.
Trust me.
There's nobody down there. There's nobody down there. There's nobody down there.
At the end of the lane, there's people there.
I see people where Todd's standing.
Around the corner is the whole. You're in front of the whole thing. Trust me.
I don't see that.
I know what I'm talking.
I don't see anyone back there.
You're on live stream. It doesn't matter. I'll prove everybody right now.
No, I'd rather just go. I'd rather go.
Let's go this way.
Stop pushing me.
Let's go this way.
No, let's go where Todd is. I want to go where Todd is. Please. I need your keys. Just hand me your keys and we'll be good. Just hand me your keys. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Just hand me those keys. Thank you.
What?
Give me that key.
What?
Oh, give me the key. Give me the key, Jadis. now. I want the cake. Just hand it to me. Just hand it to me. Thank you.
I was shocked.
Why are you looking at me like that? Whoa! What's going on? Just navigating. That's it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's not cool.
Please don't do that. Okay, now I'm freaking out. All right, everybody just be
At the
quiet.
light, you're gonna make a left.
Okay, we're gonna make a left. We're just going. My mom's watching right now, so can you just please?
I'm going to pause this just for a second. I know it's almost done.
Yeah.
He's not just on alcohol. I think he's taking a cocktail of pills as well.
Yeah, very likely.
The slurring of the words, the impulsive anger, switching out towards Todd, lashing out towards Todd when the only reason he was upset with Todd right there is because he was now giving Elisa directions and Jadis wants to be in control of everything.
Yeah, even after Jadis took Elisa to a dead end.
And then he said, you wanted to drive like it was her fault.
Jadis.
Yeah.
All right, Jadis, thank you so much. You're the best. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Is that okay if I see you tomorrow?
This part's so weird.
Jadis, you want to see us tomorrow? Oh, he's ending it. Oh my God, don't end.
The cardinal sin of streaming, especially Elisa's stream, is to reach over and end her stream. I mean, that fucking sums him up altogether right there.
You know, we've made a lot of comparisons between him and Rob because he makes a lot of the same suggestions as Rob did. And, you know, that's something exactly Rob did on a previous stream. He ended it when we raged out in the car, but Rob wasn't drunk or anything like that.
What gets me is that if you're going to go help somebody, how much help is it to get so fucked up that you can't drive? And now you're making the talent drive. Like Elisa, under no circumstances, should ever be driving while she's doing 30 other things at once. And you're so fucking in your own self and your own ego that you get so fucked up you can't even drive. And you were hiding it from her. You didn't get fucked up in front of her. You were driving after drinking.
Yeah, he still denies that he wasn't drunk.
Yeah, I think it's
clear as day.
Kind of reminds me of Corey. Anyway,
well, Corey hasn't driven in years. Even he knows better.
Saying, but always says he isn't drunk when he's lit.
Yeah, that's true.
I basically think she should never be in the same car with him. Let him show up, part in different vehicles, do Uber, whatever. I think after what I was concerned about when he turned it off is what was he going to do to her once he turned off the camera?
Yeah, I was worried about that too.
I was kind of tripping when I saw him just turn it off. Like, okay, now I've been taking your shit. Now you're going to really get, some of my shit off camera.
Another thing is, like, I think this guy's probably my age. I'm 44. All of this behavior could be nipped in the bud by the time you're in your 30s. Like him acting like a giant child with a backpack on, like bragging about everything he does, and then hiding the fact that he's getting fucked up on pills and booze behind her back while gaslighting her the entire time. In your mid 40s, maybe 50s, that's fucking pathetic. Like, it's the biggest red flag of all time.
Yeah, it's like you said, he's a spoiled brat. You can tell his parents take care of him.
Absolutely.
But it seems like Elisa's going to stick with him. The good thing about that, though, was it gave Elisa the confidence that she can drive. She could drive and stream at the same time. So I think she's going to be getting a car very soon.
Alexis is a good point. He's so egotistical. He's literally studied IP2 and thought he could come seduce her. I think that's exactly what it is.
I don't even think he has the confidence to seduce her. I think he knows Elisa will let him get away with certain things.
This was yesterday, right? That he did all this? Yeah.
Yes.
which is only his third day, right?
It was his third day, yes.
I can explain this, Alex, because it's putting her at harm. Not only is he unhinged and shown to have violent, impulsive problems controlling his anger, he's also drinking without telling people, obviously taking something else without telling people, and then driving them around. If anybody should have taken the drug test that he brought for for Todd, it should have been him. And he should literally be drug tested before driving her at every time, or at least, take a breathalyzer, because it's not safe. It's not safe to put Elisa into that situation at all.
Yeah. And before that, people turned on him because he kept insulting the chat and he kept insulting the people in Discord. He was saying, we're the ones that ruin Elisa, how she needs to get away from it. She needs to delete the Discord. She needs to make people pay, blah, 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 blah. And so he's fighting with all her fans and then pulling a stunt like that. He's going to be the most hated guy that's ever been on her stream.
And he also says stuff like to people that are calling in, like, come see me right now. Well, what if there was somebody that was unhinged on the phone a mile away and they did come see you? Now you're bringing violence to Elisa. Like, it's not good. Like, nothing he's done has been beneficial to the show except for getting hate donos, which I understand monetarily that's beneficial for the show. But where's that line of like, oh no, where does he take it too far to make some things dangerous and not worth the donos? That's my question. If I was Elisa, I would nip it in the bud before it becomes a problem. And I would say, I cannot stream with this guy. On his third day here, he lied about being drunk while he was driving me around. And then when he didn't get his own way, he lunged at Todd. What would happen if they weren't in the car and he lunged at Todd? Would that have been a fist fight? I wholeheartedly think that while Todd is very passive, if pushed to the limit, I think Todd would beat the fuck out of that guy, personally.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. So Todd was live this morning and Elisa called in and she answered some of these questions. So I'm gonna play that.
What is going on with Jadis? He was scary yesterday.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, he's really into this, he wants to do it, so it's like hard for me to not want to include him in it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying because, yeah, I got you.
Like, he wants to do this. Like, he wants to, drive us around wherever we want. He wants to pay for things. He wants to help. He wants to, anything you desire, pretty much, like an IRL, he could do for us. And, we don't have anyone else like that right now.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that very much. So I wouldn't want to throw out the baby with the bathwater.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at everything in a very business sense, not emotionally.
Right. Right.
Is he my best friend? No. Did I feel comfortable him meeting my mom? Definitely no.
Did you feel comfortable with him touching you?
No, of course not. But I would never be alone with him. I don't think I'd stream alone with him ever. I don't think I'll be in the car alone. And if he drinks, I'm a pretty good driver.
Yeah, very good.
Like that. Yeah, I like that car a lot. That car is fun to drive. It's really safe.
I think Duran's still around, Queen. I think he was taking a couple of days off, but I think he'll be back.
Yeah, Duran seemed a little burnt out that second day. He was very tired and he wanted to end pretty early. And I would guess he's not being outspoken about it, but I would guess he doesn't like Jada's presence either.
Oh, of course he doesn't. And what a sport to begin with, to be willing to hang out with Jadis and give him a big hug when you see him. After Jadis spent a week shit talking Duran, everything he typed was negative towards Duran in the chat.
But for him to show up and give Duran a big hug, I mean, that right away lets you know that Jadis was full of shit about everything.
100%. And Wolfie has a great point. Why do business with somebody you wouldn't feel comfortable being alone with? I mean, that's a great question.
Well, Lisa wants to create dramatic content, and How far is she willing to go? I don't know. But hopefully what we seem to Jadis is the worst of him. And that he
no
won't go
way.
any further. I know, man, but like
If he's that comfortable the third day, imagine what the 13th day is going to be like.
Yeah, I don't think. See, I think he'll go home. I think he will go home on his own once he realizes he's not getting anything from this.
Exactly. As soon as he realizes that he cannot manipulate into getting what he wants, he's going to leave like huffy and puffy. The question is, what kind of damage will be done before then? Yeah, will he get violent with somebody? Will there be bloodshed? Is he a possible liability and danger to Elisa? Which I think he is.
Or will Lisa take full advantage of it and milk him dry? You know, that's what I think. You know, she believes in herself. So
when you have Yelly and me
yeah
saying I'm not interested in the Jada segments anymore, that's when the hate donos become a question to ask yourself, like, am I willing to lose some of my core audience while he's on stream? I mean, I can't answer that, but it's true. Like, some of her biggest supporters are afraid of what's going to happen and they don't want to watch Jadis on there.
Right. But let's also look at it like this. If she did cut him off completely, he can still be around. Like, he can snipe him anytime because she's on that same street every day. So
right. But if he's not in the car with you, that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about something happening in that car personally.
Yeah. I don't know, man. No one can call Lisa a pussy when it comes to this stuff.
Well, he did say something to her. He said, if I'm fucking with you, you'll know it. And his tone totally changed from the Mr. Nice Guy thing he's trying to do with her, at least. And it was like, whoa, those are its true colors. Like, yelling at her, telling her that she'll know if he's fucking with her. That's like immediately out of my life if you say something like that.
Yeah. But there's a part of Elisa that's going to be curious. Oh, how far would he go if he's fucking with me? And how good would it be on the stream? You know, that's how her mind works, I think. Because she says she looks at it from a business perspective, but there's also the artist in her that wants to carry out the story and to see what happens.
Again, there's this fine line, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's risk versus reward. And I'm saying that the risk is too high for the reward.
Right.
I think Jadis is 100% more dangerous than Spartan. I think Jadis makes Spartan look like a little fucking bunny rabbit. Not scary at all. That's personally what I think. What do you think?
Well, Spartan is 3,000 miles away, so he's irrelevant. But I mean,
when he was on stream, I wasn't scared for Elisa ever. Maybe an inkling when he took his screwdriver out, but he was passive. He was not aggressive towards Elisa.
You know, he was only on stream with her for about 30 minutes total.
Yeah. Hi, Wendy.
Even that overall. And for 3 streams, he wasn't on camera, but for like 10 minutes each time. So
right. That's true. It's a good point.
So, but with Jadis, we've experienced about 12 hours almost, I think. And
it's too many hours.
Yeah. And Spartan loves Jadis because he thinks Jadis could be Pixelbat. That made me laugh.
That is hilarious. I hope that one day we'll see a grudge match between them, Spartan and Jadis fighting to the death.
Yeah, that would be great.
Which clip is next? Is it my favorite guy or is it?
Yeah, it's Salvatore. So that's the one good thing to come from the past few streams is Elisa met a guy named Salvatore. They were in Del Rey and they walked past this drum circle and Elisa decided to walk over there and start talking to people. And she met this guy named Salvatore.
This guy's my favorite guy that's ever been on the show, hands down. I love this guy so much. I even went to his YouTube and started looking at his music. I love his attitude. I love his spirit. I love his music studio. I love his music. I love everything about this guy.
Yeah, he's great.
Hi, that's cool, right? You see that?
I love that. I just videoed it myself.
So cool.
I feel like I met you. You look familiar. Hi.
Hi. I look familiar?
I'm Salvatore. My music name is Salgorithm. I feel like I met you. I don't know why.
Elisa Jordana.
Elisa? Nice to meet you. I know you were not. Del Rey. Del Rey Beach.
So catchy.
Yep.
How about we make a plan, a chance to get away? You can't escape your life, you can do it every day. Oh yeah, that's what we did, and now we came a long way. Look at me, I used to be just what I am, a chimpanzee. Now I walk upright, I'm a bit uptight. I used to be a chimpanzee. Hey, look at me, I used to be just what I am, a chimpanzee. Now I walk upright, I'm a bit uptight. I used to be a chimpanzee. Break it down. Welcome to the team. You can start today. It's like I died and went to heaven, and now I'm working 7-Eleven. Get on my knees and pray to heaven. Thank God for 7-Eleven.
I love this shit.
Slurpees, taquitos, nachos, burritos. When I get a break, I'll get a bag of Fritos, hot dogs and Cheetos, pizza and Doritos. Working all night long, man, you really get some weirdos.
Wow.
Some weirdos.
Fucking love this guy. I mean, I can't express how much I love this guy.
Yeah, I think Yelly said it best. She said if Elisa had a twin, it would be Salvatore.
Dude, he's so likable, man.
Yeah.
He's a natural entertainer, exactly. Dude, he just lifts your spirit. Like we were just talking about this asshole for 20 minutes, 50 minutes. And this guy comes up and cleanses the palate, washes all the dirt off. And he, the 7-Eleven song couldn't be more catchy. And he's just great. I love him. I love people like that.
Yeah, it's just the same. He had experienced Jadis too. But
yeah, and he was so positive.
It didn't ravel him at all. Yeah, it didn't ravel him at all. Because
I've known people like him in real life, and they are just like a bright light in the room. Like they can just lift you up. And that dude, he would be an IRL superstar. I just know.
Yeah, he would. But he would target a different audience than IP2.
100%. 100%.
But Elisa meeting that guy and going to his studio inspired her to make an offer to Captain Content.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, let's check out Captain's new video first. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, just a little bit of it.
At least I love Sal. At least the Sal guy, I love him.
Sola, no me necesitas en tu realidad. ¿Quién es la que te controla? Macarena y vicio sin disimular. Y nena, porque bailas sola. No me necesitas en tu realidad. ¿Quién es la que te controla? La noche de vicio sin disimular. Y yo llegué, ya te di. Próxima estación, perderme en ti. Me acerqué, te mentí. Y es que mi corazón funciona así. Noche de sexo, dale conmigo. Si quieres guerra, llama a un amigo. No queda goma, preservativo. Mami, quiero hacerlo contigo. Y nena, porque baila.
Oh my god, thank you for stopping that.
I like this. I like the song.
Oh,
I like the song.
That makes one of us. That's so cringe. The video couldn't be cringier. Captain Content,
the video is
not
awful.
The guy that he's portraying there. We all know Captain Content's a stupid scumbag in a fucking broke down RV that films his girl or friend that's a girl getting beat up by dudes because he has no fucking spine. And he's trying to portray as like this some playboy lover, Spanish fucking rapper. Fake as fuck.
Yeah.
Fake as fuck.
But in the comment section of that video, Lisa put, I have a recording studio here in Delray Beach if you ever would like to collaborate again. And Captain gave her a heart. So maybe that'll happen. And then we'll see Sal and Captain Content making music together.
Oh my God.
Like imagine him parking his RV right outside Sal's studio. That would be great.
Dude, I'll take him over Jadis every day, but I hope Captain doesn't enter the picture ever again. I don't know how you can like that song, Woofy. I think I'm going to unfriend you on Discord after that comment. I'm just kidding. But yeah, dude, that Captain Content thing, I mean, playing that after a Sal's song, the 7-Eleven song, is almost sacrilegious.
Well, it's two different languages.
Yeah, no, I know. My cat doesn't want to stream with Jadis.
Oh, that's interesting.
Elisa
had lunch or
nobody wants to stream. Cat. Nobody wants to watch Jadis on your stream. He's an asshole. He's scary. He gropes you. I know that he brings the donations in, but Sal would bring the donations in. Sal is positive energy. He's very talented. If you and Sal made a music video together, writing your own song together, it would be sensational. Ditch Jadis, hire Sal, and let's move forward. That's what I say.
I agree, but mostly, please don't stream with him alone. That's, have that cast with you if you do decide to stream with them. Make them come with you.
Very true. Yeah, Elisa. Yeah, that's a very good point. Do not do anything alone with this Jadis guy. He's definitely a liability.
Yeah, he controlled himself. That second night when he had her in the car by himself. I'm not sure if he was drunk that night. It did seem like he was a little drunk, but obviously that third day he was super trashed.
Well, he was falling over, and I think that like if you mix benzos like Xanax with alcohol, that's exactly what he's acting like.
Yeah, and it's amazing. At least he even got the keys from him. That part shocked me the most.
Yeah, I agree with that, community tab. The people do love Sal. This is an important comment. That Todd can play guitar. I can't wait to see him play more.
I wish I would have made a clip of that.
His rhythm hand is the most impressive. Like the finger picking stuff he was doing on the bass, next level. I know many bass players that wish they could do that. Like he's fucking good.
Yeah, and he picked up Elisa's songs quickly, just like Captain used to. He was able to play them by ear.
I don't think that we have that clip, but Wendy says she needs to wear clothes where you can't see her bobs when she dances. Elisa's worried. Wendy's worried that Elisa's boobs are going to fall out.
Elisa's pretty careful about that.
Yeah. There's a Discord video of him playing Master of Puppets. Oh, I didn't know that. He's a shredder. I mean, talent, dude. He is a shredder. I've been playing guitar for a long time, and you can tell when somebody picks up a guitar, how they hold it, what they do with it. He shreds. Even on the acoustic, you can tell. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's pretty much covers it all from the past few days.
Meat Truck Mike. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of important that we did this stream about Jadis before the next stream, because I know that Elisa's not going to stream until Tuesday, and a lot could happen between now and Tuesday. So who knows? I mean, especially in this community, it's like things happen very fast. This was still fresh after yesterday, so it was important for anybody that doesn't get to watch all the time to see like what Jadis is all about and what he was lying about, and just kind of like his essence, which I think is pretty trash.
Yeah, for those watching who really enjoy Lisa when she goes live every day, and you're going to miss her until Tuesday, just come join the Kermit and Friends Discord if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Because she's in there every day. Jadis sometimes runs his mouth every day, so you get updates on him.
Yeah.
And, maybe for Saturday and Sunday, we could do some VC stuff, or Weezy has his own channel, Weezy and Friends, that he started up that you could listen to at night.
Yeah, I want to say something about that because it's pretty funny. I don't know if anybody watched the last show that we did, Corey was begging to come on here. And he said, if you don't come up here, or if you don't let me up there, I'm going to kick you off of my streams at night. And what his streams are late at night. He streams, a bunch of people just get together and they talk. It's not a show. It's just a place to talk. Well, even after letting him up and predicting exactly what he would do, he kicked me from his Discord and he kicked me from his YouTube. So I started my own nightly show just to spite him and to take the good people away. And people really supported me for it. So I really thank everybody.
Yeah, that was the biggest blessing you could receive.
It was. Thank you, Buffy, very much. I appreciate the support.
Elisa's in chat saying she got sniped at her dinner tonight.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
You weren't even streaming. Some random guy with 5 viewers on Kick. Wow, Elisa.
Wow. That's pretty cool, though.
Did you hear about the Kick drama? What's going on?
With Suspenders? Or however you say his name?
Suspenders and Slightly Homeless are in an Apollyon jail because they were going around, and Slightly Homeless asked a young girl in front of her father if she would marry him. And I think he was halfway kidding, but it was very creepy. And then they were around these 15-year-old girls asking them for their WhatsApp, and they literally went to jail in Nepal. So everybody that was with Ice Poseidon fled, and Ice Poseidon's going to go climb Mount Everest, which is hilarious to me. But yeah, there's a lot of drama in Kick. I would stay away from Kick right now. I told Elisa she should go to Kick because so many viewers, and she's like, I'm not going to. I think she's smart for that because I think Kick's going to get a real bad name right now.
Well, why is that Kick's problem? Because they stream on YouTube as well.
Because they gave $100,000 to suspend us.
Oh.
And that they're like basically super promoting Suspenders. So I think that that's going to make them look pretty bad.
Well, I mean, if they offered Elisa $100,000, I would tell her not to turn it down.
Yeah, if they offered Elisa $100,000, take it. Yeah, Suspenders shouldn't be in there, but anyway, we're getting off topic. I want to thank everybody for always supporting us and watching. You guys are the best. This is the best community ever. This was a nice one too, Leaf. We didn't have like 5 people talking all over each other.
Yeah, but we missed J Prime.
We do.
Come back next week.
J Prime, Wolfie, thank you, Kleenex, for coming.
Thank you, Kleenex.
Yeah, Kleenex is great, especially when his microphone works.
Yeah.
But is that it? Do you have anything else to say before we go?
No, just everyone join the Discord.
Yeah, join the CAF Discord.
That's where you get all the updates every day.
And Elisa, enjoy your time off. I mean, you never get time off. Just enjoy it. Hang out with your mom. Just be chill. Please. Don't worry about any of it. It's going to be there Tuesday for you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.